Hello everyone, we are live, and yeah, hello everyone, welcome back to Friday Night Fights. Today, Tactical Itch is here again to bring you some exciting battles. We are fighting Slate X the Meme King in the first round. We still have to do army picks, so let me just quickly go through the army picks and see to what to play in the first round. Vampire Coast, let's go Norska, because I like playing it recently, and one more. I don't want to play Ogre Kingdoms. I've been playing that one for way too much these days. Yeah, let's go BM. Banning Grand Cafe. I can probably try fight against Bretonia or something. Yeah, let's try against Bretonia. Let's ban a couple more things, including... I don't think I need to ban Dark Elves, but I do need to ban... No, I'm gonna keep Lizardmen. Banning what? That is annoying. Banning Vampire Count and one more. Wait, no. Ban Ogre Kingdoms and Bretonia. Okay. Alright. Hello, Patrick. Nice to see you here. And yeah, we are live, and we are just gonna... Hopefully, I want to play some Vampire Coast, because I've discovered the beauty of the generic polearm Vampire Fleet Captain. Dude's pretty fun, so with his melee debuffs and buffs, so yeah. Your faction face-off game, wait, you're SIPA, right? If I'm guessing correctly, I'm not sure. What do you mean don't take the buffs and debuffs of that lord? I've been playing melee rush with that guy. Oh, you're Patrick in the... Oh. Okay. But yeah, like, what do you mean it's... The buffs and debuffs are shit? Like, I've been enjoying using the debuffs of the fleet captain in the melee rush build. It's pretty fun. Like, I don't know, like, I just like to combine it with some Death Guard with their dual weapons, and they just blend through infantry. Once, ooh, Empire? Greenskin Skaven? Okay, so anyways, let me just figure out the maps for the finals. Shit. Let's go for... Ashen and Gorgazon. Gazan. Okay. Gorgazan. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm not sure if Sladex have played in this tournament before, but I think he is messing up some of the picks and bans here. Give me a second. But yeah. But yeah, give me a second. Hank, yeah, bracket is live. I forgot to press the start the tournament thingy. But yeah. Yeah, basically I processed the check-in results but forgot to press the start the tournament button. But yeah, let me just go back to picks and bans with my opponent. Yep, sure. It seems like Sladex wants to challenge my Vampire with greenskins. Okay. I mean, challenge accepted. Yeah. Ooh, Vampire versus greenskins. Give me a second. I need something else here. I don't know if I should bring the gun crabs though. This time the gun crabs might be an issue. Ooh, you know what? You know what? You know what? Hey. Yeah. Let's go. Get it around that there. Oh, and so a wait, no, this is the pistol one. I need the polearm one. Yeah, boy. Let's go. Oh shit. Get that. I don't need one of jet. These would be fine. And then I need something to deal with the damn archers. Possibly. Or maybe I don't need those. I just need this. And burn everything down or something. I don't need bats. Because there's not going to be much to threaten my stuff in the skies. I don't think. And then there's going to be a shit ton of archers, so these guys are not needed. Let's just set down a few of these to just act as kind of a buffer or something. 110 range and... I'm just expecting to see meme builds since I'm playing against the meme king himself. So yeah, not sure what's gonna... let's do some rushing and let's see what happens afterwards. And then get a gun crab to just hold the line alongside. Ooh, this might be okay. Okay, this should be fine. Should be fine. Just make sure we're playing a legal build or something to the same effect. We might not have enough bodies though, so that's the issue here. Whatever, let's go. Alright, let's go. Go like have fun. Alright, let's go. Oh, what the fuck happened in the chat? You guys are having a nice tea party in there, huh? Okay. I'm trying out a combination of deck gunners, but I'm not sure how good these things are gonna be because their range are not the greatest, but hopefully with a bit of a combo with the Gallows Giant for that. Ooh, it's a tad bit close to the white line, so let's move a bit closer to the middle here. And yeah, let's hope that it might work a little bit better, but that's what happens here. I have no idea. I need something to hold the line, right? Okay, let's go. Ready up. And I have no mobility whatsoever, which is shit. Oh shit. Okay, I need something to protect the flanks. Because greenskins are good at doing greenskin things. Okay. Let's see how Sladex is gonna tackle this. I'm expecting a hard meme build or something to that effect. Is Cole's fun playing? I think most of the factions are fun to play. It's just that some are weaker to play. Like every faction has their own like character and all that. But yeah, every faction has their own character and can be very dynamic in things. Oof. What? He's gonna hide everything! No! The troll blob! Wait. Okay, 800 something. Okay. It's gonna be a sneaky blob! No! I should have... No! Wait, what? Wait, it's not sneaky. This makes no sense. So wait, so what's happening here? What's happening here? Oh, the meme king is coming! Anyways, let's just burn that thing down and pull this back a bit. And okay, we can turn back and shoot. we can start shooting those things. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, start marching in, and you go in there. Yeah, you can start shooting. And all hands away, let's go. Okay, I need more bodies here, just to hold the damn line. Okay, we're kind of holding. We just don't have anything to chase down enemy units and shit. Which is a very bad thing, honestly. But let's see what happens. Okay, let's burn everything down and we can consolidate. We can try and consolidate. Okay, we just need to route them off like enough times, and so none of the stuff would come back or something. Okay, these trolls have been routed twice. We just need to route them off a third time or something, and then we're good. Okay, you guys keep shooting, and maybe get a heal for this guy. You guys go there. Gallows Giants is taking enough damage, so it's time to move on. And burn them down. We've got the Death Gods on top, so we're good. What's happening here? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, unfortunately though, unfortunately, Grom the Punch is not that great these days. And yeah, let's just drop their melee stats a bit. Making sure that they have shit stats and can't do shit against our Death Gods, and then we should be able to beat them up just fine. Are they terrified? They are just routing, which is fine. You can just burn them down, actually. Oof, look at the damage! Alright, let's just keep moving. Ooh, okay, you go back a bit. You retreat. You can keep chasing them. This is real. They won't disappear or anything. I'm here. Ooh, let's just retreat a bit. You guys keep chasing those guys on the side. We should be just fine. The Gallows Giant can retreat a bit. And then you guys start shooting that. You come back. And then we can go and beat down Grom the Punch in this little bit of a blob fight. And here we go! The airway go of the undead. Valheim's Dance Macabre, let's go! We are faster now. Okay, you go burn that shit down. And GG. The power of those buffs and debuffs. Where the dogs at, we don't need dogs. We just need to punch through. Forest camping? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. He just started out in the forest and he didn't camp in there, so it's all good. Cafe is just not fun for anybody. Yeah, I do agree that Cafe is way too static. By that extension, I guess Dowie fits that description as well. But yeah. Alright, report our score, or SlateX has reported the score. Yep, they did. GG. So, give me a second. Okay, so let us go through the performances of the units. The Death Gods did fine. They punched hard. Slate tried to use the spam of trolls here. Even having regular trolls in here, that's a gutsy move. But yeah, they suck. Stone Trolls did a bit better, but just marginally better. Against a faction with so much gunpowder, it's just hard to... yeah, unbreakable and so much gunpowder and has terror and fear. It's a bit hard to use stone like trolls to break through those defenses. But yeah, Rusty Ares did well though, like chipped away a lot of health from the Gallows Giant, but unfortunately just not quite enough. And the Skirmish Cav, a little bit of targeting mistake in the beginning there. If the Skirmish Cav targeted my deck gunners, they would have done much more damage to my glass cannon units. And because those deck gunners were left alive for a considerable amount of time, they managed to get some value and chipped away the health of the Skirmish Cav before they themselves succumbing to the rush of the Greenskins. As for the Vampire Coast Infantry, they didn't really do shit here, other than the anti-large armor-piercing zombie pirate deckhand mobs, who can hack down the trolls and whatnot. So, yeah. Mostly Gallows Giant and the Lamprey's Revenge carrying the day. Okay, let's join our next opponent. This time, Cyrus. And oh, you are Pathetic Enterprise. Okay, I saw this name on stream on Human Voice stream at one point, but I didn't know what that was. Now I know though. Now I know. Wait, give me a second. Bretonia, super weapons. Wait, what it? Okay, give me a second. Gotta do some rules clarification. Super weapons. You can only have one super weapons, right? Yeah, you can't. You can't have Hippogriff Knights and Grail Knights at the same time. Okay. Now, Cyrus is picking Ogre Kingdoms, Norskins, and Dark Elves, spanning Cathay, Bretonian, and Dowey, which is fine for me. None of those are my main factions anyways. So, let me think. No. Ogre Kingdoms. Ooh, Ogre Kingdoms is a hard one to fight. I don't really want to face it, but Norska, haven't fight that for ages. So I don't know how well, how to counter it or anything. But Dark Elves is also a really annoying faction to fight, so I guess I will just yeah, I'll just ban Dark Elves. Oh wait, no. I think I can try taking on. I can try taking on Norska with the Ogre Kingdoms, and see what happens. I think. It's gonna be rough though. Oh wait, no. I've got a better idea. Alright, banning Norska, picking Ogres. It's either Ogre Civil War or Ogre versus Dark Elves, which I'm fine with either. Tactical Lich. Yeah, sorry about the slip up at the beginning of the tournament. Forgot to set everything to go live. It's been a hectic week, and Bujalicious was like Tactical Lich. Mirror match, it is. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. It's been ages since I played this matchup, but let's see what happens. I'm just gonna pick my stuff and hope that my opponent isn't looking at what I'm picking, but yeah. Okay. Let me just make sure I can bring that many Nobbler Trappers. Gotta read the rules again. Yep. 5 Ogre Nobblers max. That's fine. That is fine. And yeah, I'm out of funds. Out of funds. Alright, let's ready up. Okay, give me a second. Super weapons. I'm checking the super weapons list because for some reason it doesn't include stone horns, which I'm fine with as an ogre player, but also feels weird. It's a pretty strong unit. I mean, like, elemental bear is on the super weapon list, but stone horn for some reason isn't. When stone horn is much better than freaking elemental bears, or maybe because elemental bears has access. No, you can't even say that elemental bear has access to healing and Stonehorn doesn't, because Stonehorn has more healing, so it's weird. Okay, cool. Looks. Thanks for the reference, Patrick. Yeah, cause like Groots provided an example of Lenorm explaining the rules a month back about how you can have one Grit on one Hippo, and that was my impression before. But also after reading the rules, I feel like the rules are stating otherwise. Yeah. So yeah, you can't actually have Hippogriffs and Grail Knights at the same time. Bavret, you just lost against Scrutinizer? No, don't feel bad, man. Like, Scrutinizer is a good player. Like, he's good. And it seems that my opponent... Yep. It seems that my opponent, yeah. It seems that my opponent has readied up. We should go as well. Is it really okay versus okay? Yes, indeed. We are just gonna have a bunch of healing blobs. And I swear if I forgot to bring healing, then I'm just gonna punch myself in the face. Anyways. Patrick, it's to stop anyone from the huge mistake of bringing an elemental bear. That's true. That's true. I guess it's the bear. It's either the bear blob or like elemental bear on battlefield is either the bear blob or a mistake. It's there's no in between. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Let's see what happens. Bafra, you learned BM today. And it was pretty close. I don't know if the matchup is still... I don't know if the matchup is really Beastmen favored. Because the thing about Beastmen is that they have weak leadership. And the Vampire Coast can field some very cheap... like, they can field some pretty good terror units. And just throw them off. Like Banshees and stuff, which the Beastmen army, except for the Traderkin, can, like, they don't really have anything to deal with the terror. So I don't think that's a major. I don't really think that's a major Beastman favored matchup. But yeah. Anyways, let's see how this Ogre anti-ogre formations fares, because I haven't used this in ages. Like this is a build that I have back in yeah, back when Immortal Empires wasn't even a thing. So yeah, this build is I might be rusty with this build. Okay, looks like my opponent's ready, so we can just start. Okay, looks like they're going for the Crusher route. Yeah, Crusher is a great weapon. Sky Riders, tons of Saber Tusks on the right flank, and I assume just a Ogre Bulls with Iron Fist in the front line. Okay, so we can just do something like that. And retreat them a bit, bring them over, and push up. Oh shit, that's a big freaking overload coming in. Okay, I need to brick something in the front line. I need to stop bricking their front line. This is not good. Okay, let's go. Okay, you guys pull back. Okay, we are engaging and we are pushing back some of their forces, which is good. Yeah, these guys need heals. These guys need a lot of heals. Okay, let's just throw everything we have into the fray and hope for the best. Let's go. Okay, we are getting tied down by things that we don't want to get tied down with. The good news is that we are beating up some of the crushers, but the bad news is that this guy needs to get the hell out of there. And start shooting, please, at the man-eaters, and you guys can move on. And go. Go, go, go. Oh shit, this is bad. Okay, you guys charge in there. These guys are earning some solid value after that bit, and this guy needs to get out of there. Okay, we don't need anything yet. These guys are still punching things, and these guys have returned. Yeah, you guys go back in there, and you guys can chase down the Lord. Okay, these guys need to go in there and start getting in there. And let's just get everyone terror in the fray. And just make sure everyone starts routing and start beating that up. We can start fighting and get more. Can't be bothered with healing. At this point, might as well just get more stuff coming in. Okay. We are making good progress. Just need to deal with these man-eaters with great weapons and we're good. We have more than enough man-eaters, I think, to handle everything here. Just need another heal coming in. Come on, come on, we got this. All right, let's go. Deal with these guys. Okay, we beat that up, so just need to come in with some more man-eaters and swarm them. Okay, so still works, still works. It's a tad bit old, but if it works, it works. Okay, we can countercharge that, and done. GG. Okay, now let's have a look at the army performances. The man-eaters did their job, wrecked all those crushers there. You always, in an Ogre Civil War, you always go for max man-eaters because that's literally the best tool you have against yourself. Crushers, sure, they have anti-large with armor piercing and all that, but you are also paying a lot extra for speed and armor, which you're not really paying for on the man-eaters, and also you got less models on the crushers, so always go for max man-eaters and don't touch the crushers. That's also why I always say crushers are overrated. Anyways, the Ogre Bulls, I just go for 4 of them, just trying to max out my bodies. Over here, we have even like 4 Saber Tusks, 5 Nobbler Trappers, 3 more Nobblers, just trying to max out my body count, really. And they did well. They kind of just overloaded the Ogre front line. The Sky Striders and the Crushers with great weapons got eaten up, and yeah, thank God I brought the Bull Gorger there, adding additional melee attack and weapon damage, just crushing whatever I was facing with the Man-Eater's elite melee stats, anti-large armor piercing, and all that. But yeah, Nobblers did their job, did some pretty good damage overall. Especially when they have other units to support them against their brethren. Nobblers and the Ogre Bulls ran into the Nobbler Trappers, silencing the red Nobbler Trappers, and yeah. allowing the Noble Trappers at the back there to do the damage, and I have 4 Saber Tusks overwhelming my opponent's 3 Saber Tusks. Again, just spending all the extra money on Crushers is just not worth it. But yeah, GG to my opponent here. And we should move on to the next stage. Okay, so let us just invite a player. I don't know who's playing in the next stage, so let us have a look. Anyways, GG to Cyrus. We will be moving on, and it seems that none of our opponents are ready, so let's see if anyone's playing right now. Okay, so none of our opponents are ready, so let's see if we can find a match to spectate. And army blocker, let's go. Speed BM streak of 4. Such a fast game. Yeah, it is quite fast. We're just rushing each other, so there's not really much to do. Like, there's no kiting, there's no boxing. We were just trying desperately to break each other's spirit in a straight up fight. So, yeah, just go in, go out, and be done, and the fight is over. All right, let me just open up the stream on my phone so that I can just Q and out on what you guys are doing in here. Yeah. Cool, we good. Man-Eaters versus Man-Eaters, loss of testosterone. There's even more testosterone when I decided to add more Bull Gorger to the fray, just juicing up their melee attack. Bull Gorger is really useful when you're fighting an Ogre Civil War, because that's pretty much the only way you can outstat your opponent. And maybe using the Belly Slapper on your Slaughtermaster Lord as well. But that aside, like, Bull Gorger is the only way to juice up your damage output in your melee units and all that. So yeah, you do have to, like, Bull Gorger is something that I would say it's best when you're expecting to maximize the damage output on your Man-Eaters with great weapons. So yeah, that was basically why I brought both Bull Gorger and Trollguts. Trollguts is pretty much a necessary, a necessity. But yeah. What the fuck am I looking at? Okay, it's a Vampire Coast versus Dark Elf battle, I suppose. Okay. I am just gonna wait for Anti-Kaiju and Rainy Frog to get done with their army builds, and then we can get into the next battle or something. I'm already receiving some replays from the players, so hopefully we should have some juicy action going afterwards. Vampire Coast versus Dark Elves. one meta faction, one slightly off meta faction. I feel like Vampire Coast, ever since the changes, the weakening healing, perhaps, like they have not been in the strong position as they were before. Like, how do I put it? Like, with the gunpowder aiming issues and all, yeah, gunpowder aiming issues has always been a thing, isn't it? Yeah, with gunpowder aiming issues, their gun line is still not that effective and just get shred through by any arrow fire. The only way to really, ooh, the only way to really play Coast is just to use gun crabs, but you can't do gun crabs against the Dark Elves, who has plentiful armor-piercing damage. So yeah, it's a rough match. At least Dark Elves doesn't have as long of a reach as regular archers. Their Dark Shards are kind of meh in terms of their range, so there's that for the Vampire Coast. Okay. Okay, anyways, while the players are still picking up some army builds, I'm just gonna grab some cookies, because I've got some leftover butter in my house, and I've got like plenty of flour and sugar, so I was like, you know what, I can just use the butter and make cookies, and yeah, did some bakery. But yeah, while they are doing that, and I haven't had dinner, so I'm just gonna grab a quick snack, come back in like half a minute. Okay. Alright, we're back. Sorry for the wait. I was replying to a message because I kind of just left them hanging for the past 3 days. But yeah, so let us go through the army builds. We have Vampire Coast going for a box build. Deckhand mobs, pirate deckhand mobs, halberds mixed in with, the pole arms mixed in with regular ones. And then we have a second line of gunnery handguns, backed up by 3 mortars, 1 more pole arms, 2 death guards, and a single animated Hulk. Leading the army, we have Count Noctilus coming in with some Invocation of Nahak, Malkovs, and his zombie summon item. Also Wraithstorm, pretty typical of him. On the other side of the battlefield, the Dark Elves, Vanguard deploying the Shades, Dark Riders, and same on the other flank. A front line of 2 Dread Spears, a very wide front line for sure. Backed up by another Shade, just trying to really skirmish down the Vampire Coast. I don't know if that's going to be enough when you're bombarded by mortars. At the back there, 2 Reaper bolt throwers, definitely trying to synergize them with the Shades, using the bolt throwers to take down the mortars, and then the Shades can safely fire from the distance. Hellebron Knight safeguarding the Reaper bolt throwers together with 2 Cold One Knights. Leading the army, we have Malakiv coming in with Lore of Soul Stealer and also his ability Gaze of Malice. Noxious Breath as the Black Dragon. You can see that the mortars is already opening up onto the Dread Spears, doing some significant damage. The Scurvy Dogs tries to get close and perhaps slip into the backline and shut down the Reaper bolt thrower, but seeing the Shades over there, decided otherwise, just kind of backing out of there. But now the Shades are getting close and are shooting at the zombie pirate deckhand mobs. Not the greatest target, definitely should be shooting at the handguns or the mortars at the back, but a zombie summon will be dropped onto the battlefield here, trying to push away the Shades, or at least pressure them and keep them from firing into the fragile and lucrative backline of the Vampire Coast. On the other side, Shades are also opening up onto the pole arms deckhand mobs. Definitely a waste of ammo because they are some expensive missiles there. A better use would probably just try to get slightly closer and start shooting at the handguns, but right now things are not going quite to the favor of the Dark Elves right now. A lot of their front line is hammered hard by the mortars, and the Harpies at the back there is struggling to get those mortars offline. The Scurvy Dogs immediately pounce onto the landed Harpies and swarm them, and then they're seen off by the speedy dogs. As for the Dread Spears, they are already wavering, breaking at those heavy bombardments, and the mortars are pretty much untouched for the time being. Finally, the Reaper bolt throwers are in sight, or in range to start shooting at the mortars, but at what cost? Most of their front line is pretty tattered. Dark Riders are slowly worked down by deckhand mobs and Scurvy Dogs alike, especially these Dark Riders being left stuck on some summoned zombies, giving the summoned zombies their worth, and at the same time they themselves took a lot of damage. Now over here, Scurvy Dogs and just Scurvy Dogs, just a lot of Scurvy Dogs is overwhelming the Shades. The Shades have pretty decent melee stats, but when there are 2 units of Scurvy Dogs tying them down and being bombarded by the mortars, they can't really hold over here. But yeah, right now honestly the Dark Elves are in a pretty huge pickle. A lot of their valuable forces have been routed off, and they are just not doing the damage they need against the mortars. Shades are still firing into Count Noctilus, but he is on foot, so not much of a target, just kind of tanking shots while the summon zombies are dropped right on top of them and start chipping away their HP. Sad times for the Dark Elves for sure. A lot of these expensive missiles are wasted. Now finally, these Shades are returning back to the fold and start firing again, but once again still firing at the pole arms, not even the Death God. So I don't know, man, like this doesn't seem good for this doesn't look good for the Dark Elves at all. Noxious Breath is finally attempted on the deckhand mobs, but again, should have dropped onto the Death Gods instead. Like, this is what you need to deal with the elite infantry instead of a zombie chaff. But yeah, right now the Core Knights have moved up and start running down the summoned zombies, taking minor damage in the process, while the mortars are finally being steadily worked down by the Reaper Bolt Throwers. But at the same time, they're returning fire at the Shades, who are taking substantial losses. And yeah, the Shades really can start moving in and start shooting at the mortars, because the oh no, actually the handguns are indeed in range to shut down the Shades on the side. Now you can see the handguns moving up and are just shooting, unloading into the Shades, dropping them down to less than a quarter of their HP. Finally, Shades are still shooting at the pole arms. Rainy Frog is definitely making some big mistakes in here, I would say. So yeah, the handguns are holding, mortars are, 2 of them are holding, and the Dark Elves are getting collapsed. Things are looking real rough for the Dark Elves so far. I don't know. Yeah, I do think this is pretty much done for the Dark Elves at this point. The Dread Spears are being pushed all the way back. Hellebore Knight is pushing up just to stem the tide of zombie pirate deckhand mobs. Reaper Bolt Throwers are still firing. They're slowly, very slowly chipping away out of the mortars, but most of them are... Oh, ooh, something is shooting into this blob here. But Shades trading fire against... Yeah, the Shades are just standing there taking shots from the handguns. While the Core Knights, yeah, they're also being focused fire by the handguns, where there are not much to threaten these gunpowder units. Finally, another mortar unit is soon to go down. All their artillery models are gone, leaving only the artillery crew. So those Reaper Bolt Throwers really need to start focusing on the other mortar crew. But yeah, at this point, I honestly don't think that Dark Elves can win this one. Now the Core Knights attempting to stem the tide of the animated hulks and save their Shades. But unfortunately, with so much armor-piercing presence and elite infantry in the vicinity, these Core Knights will be worked down and shot up by the handgun crossfire. So, Dread Spears break their wavering, Core Knights breaking. There's another, yeah, the Core Knights breaking. Malekith trying to snipe Count Noctilus. And actually, no, trying to tie down those handguns, but more handguns are just turning around and just blasting him point blank. While Count Noctilus also dropping in that Wraith Storm, that does decent amount of damage to large single entities. And the Reaper Bolt Throwers at this point are running out of ammo. So give a little bit more damage and the Dark Elf army will start collapsing in army losses. And yeah, this is pretty much GG for anti-kaiju. Yeah, army losses is coming and everything collapses for the Druchi. So let us have a look at the army performances. Mortar did some heavy lifting today, just bombarding those Shades, making sure that they are eating a ton of explosive damage, and as a result unable to do much damage in return. While, oh my god, these handguns have been doing work, shooting up the Shades, shooting up Malekith, shooting up the Core Knights. Nothing was really threatening them. There was a Harpy dropping in, but quickly swarmed by the Scurvy Dogs and shut down. So the animated hulks did very minor damage, mostly was just handguns carrying the game. The zombie chav is there to tank all the damage. They absorbed a lot of valuable ammo from the Shades, protecting the mortars and the handguns from harassment, while Count Noctilus did some good damage as well. Malekith, he tried, but his breath attack was kind of wasted on zombie chaff, and against a ton of handguns, missiles, even his physical resistance and missile resistance is not enough to save him from his demise. The Core Knights definitely not great in this battle, being heavily focused by all kinds of handguns, and Shades being heavily pressured by mobility, by summons, and by artillery. So not much damage, and yeah, the Reaper Bolter were a good pick here, I think, to counter snap artillery, but they were deployed way too far back. They should be deployed in the front of the formation where they can immediately start firing as soon as the battle begins. And then yeah, kind of unfortunate for Rainy Frog here, and Anti-Kaiju will be advancing to the next stage, which I think is... Yeah, he's facing me. Okay. Yeah. I'll be facing Anti-Kaiju. Give me a second. Oh, Sipa has won his first round going against Sir Groot right now. Interesting. Oh, yes. Cyrus slash pathetic... Wait. Pathetic something? Forgot his name on Steam, but yeah. My previous opponent in the Ogre Civil War is switching to the religion of man-eaters. Yes, be a man-eater believer. Join the dark side. You see, man-eater is just a better unit than Crushers. Anyways, Anti-Kaiju has gave me a link, so I'm just gonna go ahead over. Join with code. There we go. Alright. I am in the top bracket, so I guess I'll just go for VP. No. I actually don't know what Anti-Kaiju's like. Yeah, I don't actually know what Anti-Kaiju's approach in playing is, so I'm just gonna do the generic ban I did for Slade. Vampire Coast, just because I want to see if I can bring up the generic polearm fleet captain. And then we have Norska, Beastman, banning Grand Cathay, Ogre Kingdoms, and Bretonia. Ban Norska, pick Tinge. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. Ban Norska, pick Tinge. Okay. Wait, can I do this? Ban Norska, pick Tinge. This is gonna be rough. Let me think. Can I counter Tinge with... Wait, I don't get it. Why would you want to ban Norska when you pick Tinge? Ban Norska, pick Tinge. It's either Vampire Coast, which I can probably try something weird. Or a Beastman. Yeah, I'll just go for okay, I'll just go for Vampire Coast. And Gun Crabs is something that I don't think I would be bringing, because they are just kind of vulnerable to blue fire and all kinds of fire. And yeah, that's Okay, what is the map again? Cliff of Beasts. So there's gonna be a relatively flat ground. Relatively, as in. I don't know if I want gun crabs with me this time though. I do want to bring this with me. And maybe some scurvy dogs with me as well. But I don't know what the scurvy dogs are gonna do though. Probably nothing. The main problem is, how am I supposed to deal with Doom Knights? Maybe I'll just wait, can I? Melkov, yeah, that will be it. And maybe bring this guy and a couple more halberds. And we're almost done. Almost. Give it a second there. Yeah. Don't have much to do other than just like spend the rest of the funds on random shit. Alright, we're going into the Cliff of Beasts, and let's see what happens here. I don't even know if this works, because I tried using the Vampire Fleet Captain with pole arms, but it kind of fucked up. Yeah, I tried using the pole arm Fleet Captain before, it just kind of sucks. But I'm just banking on whether the... I'm just hoping that the deck gunners can snipe Kairos or something. This is a tad bit rough anyways. Maybe I should have brought some mobility, like hounds, to just run into Furies in case they drop down on my deck gunners. Well, too late now. If you take him naked with just the spells, I refuse to believe that. I beaten up. I mean, that's not an optimal greenskin build, but I beaten up the Meme King's troll build. So I don't know what you're talking about, man. His debuff is good. Rainy Frog, you just rush people now? Yeah, I sometimes feel the same way as well. I just want a quick snappy game. So instead of like dragging things on, I just go, you know what? Let's start playing. Let's just start right away and like start rushing and all that. It's either rushing or checkerboarding and start pushing and stuff like that. I'm just not patient enough to yeah, I'm just not patient enough to slowly kite things out. Unless I really, really want to win a game, then it's a different story. But yeah. All right, we got some elite units here. We didn't bring we didn't bring gun crabs. Not sure if that's a mistake or yeah, it's a gamble. I'm not sure if it's a big mistake or something that might work, but we shall see. And just get a couple halberds over here in case they are dropping in those Furies. It's changed, so okay. It's fine. Nobody brings the Firecaster on the team roster anyway, so we should be fine. Alright, we're ready. Let's see what our opponent. Okay, do we have Soul Grinder on the field? No, we have... What? Okay, Plague of Rust and Searing Doom, which... Oh, wow! We don't have... Yes! We don't have to fight Kairos! Yes! Okay, this might work. It's a big might, but at least it's not impossible to work. There's Searing Doom though, so it's still gotta be careful. But yeah, at least it's not like the worst case scenario and shit. Let's shoot them. These are blue horrors, and we can shoot the blazing squillers. These blue horrors and pink horrors. Slightly more expensive, and then there's the chromatic abominations. We can shoot them. Okay, you guys move in, you guys move back, and shoot, and move back, you guys move in. You guys just keep shooting, and you guys can start pushing. Yeah, let's just get some heals for these guys. And start pushing. You guys can move back, and maybe Count Noctilus can, I don't know. Oh shit, this is bad. Anyways, well, they are kind of dead now. Whatever. I don't know what's happening over there, but this seems to be working out for me, so whatever. Okay, just keep them pressed back there. And our death gods kind of just died there, so unfortunately, that's all they wrote. But our somehow some of our units are still intact. You guys go in there. That's fine. And we're absorbing some ammo, but that is fine. You can start moving in, and yeah, start shooting those pink horrors, please. You guys keep staying there. You guys can start shooting. You move up and start moving up. You guys just shield. Okay, so keep shooting. I don't really mind what you're doing now. Just shoot. Okay, I need something to tie them down, so please. And another heal to the deck gunners who are almost dead. And also that. And you guys start shooting these guys. Keep shooting, I don't care what you're trying to do here, just keep shooting. Keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting. Okay. Some of these guys are getting munched up just fine. You guys go in. You guys go in. You guys keep firing. I need you to chip away all those health of the siege army. Oh boy, that hurts. But whatever. Okay, some of these units are done for. Some of them, not all of them. And we are okay, fine. They need a little bit of a pick me up right now. Oh no, they left some reserves here, and we start shooting them. Oh no, this is bad. Everything is getting outrange, outshot, out everything. Oh, and these guys are almost dead too after all the firepower. Okay, let's just get them some heals so that we can But Count Noctilus might be able to tank this out. I don't know. I don't even know if this is gonna work at all or not. Anyways, let's just keep damaging things. Keep up the damage. Okay, we've got some permanent firepower retained at the backfield, so we can start shooting things at the front. Are there any more screamers and anything? No. Should be fine. Just keep shooting, just keep shooting. Okay, that probably did more friendly fire than anything, so I will take that just fine. And yeah, just keep shooting those chromatic horrors or some shit. I don't know what their name are, but whatever. Just keep damaging these units, and we should be fine. Get some extra heals as well, and you guys can move up over there. We are finishing up those chromatic whatever thingy they're called. You can move our units slightly closer and start trading.
Defeat is unacceptable.
Defeat is unacceptable. Damn right. Okay, start shooting. Somehow these guys are still alive, which works fine for me. Nope, 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 nope. I gotta dance, gotta dance, gotta dance, gotta dance.
The dead march, painful strides, deathly swift, covering ground. To the shadows, I will move. Advancing.
Okay.
I never give up. No backing down.
As long as I can shut down those. Oh, it's still 4 seconds. Still 4 seconds. Just gotta dodge everything as long as the damn thing is still online. Oh. Okay. Survived! Barely, but survived! We made it! Okay, we just need to move our units in and start bombing them. Alright, you guys can start rushing that. And at the same time, alright, cool. Let's just turn on the damage resistance and jump in with a lot of things. And most importantly, we still have our deck gunners online, which is pretty much the only thing that I can rely on in this kind of a late game scenario. Oh wow, wow. Okay, well, I still have that. Okay, the deck gunners are dying, but that's fine. Their leadership is not holding much longer, but yeah, they're done for. So we just gotta fight them. Okay, as soon as they can get into a melee fight. Okay, kind of dodged that. That's fine. Okay, I'll go. And I'm completely out of freaking magic. Great. And then it's just Noctilus versus this dude. Oh god, this is stressful. Okay. Can Noctilus fight this out? I don't know. I'm completely out of any kind of resources. It's just... Okay, shoot them. Okay, we got this. Hopefully. Okay. And then we send in Noctilus. They cannot kite. And it's a big hit. Yes, go! Noctilus. Another hit. Yes, yes, yes! Noctilus, you can do this! I need one more hit and army losses. Yes! Oh, that was close. That was close. That was close. Holy hell. Noctilus, you can... Noctilus, my boy. Oh, that was a good game. Why not just Crabs? Tinge has bad AP. Well, it depends, because Tinge also has good anti-AP options. If I actually brought Crabs and the Crabs got hit by a Plague of Rust, they would get shredded by all those horrors. So yeah, I'm very glad I didn't bring Crabs. And yeah, Crabs is such a staple pick that everyone would expect to fight it, and not picking it means that I do have advantage in somewhere else. Yeah, I managed to keep the deck gunners, one of them alive at least, but none of them really do that much damage. I'm afraid it's mostly the mostly the pistol mobs carrying the game. Noctilus also did well, but yeah, it's really just the pistol mobs carrying the game, and also all the zombies absorbing those Tinge missile fire, so that a lot of the balance of power wasted into killing my zombies. Yeah, GG. GG. As for my opponent here, Tinge, the Pink Horrors did some pretty nasty damage against my stuff, especially those Plague of Rust synergizing with the Pink Horror and Blue Horror fire. Holy shit. 2,000 gold worth of damage on the Blazing Squealers. Blue Horrors not so much in terms of damage, but yeah, Pink Horrors, man, they hurt. But yeah, I'm very lucky that I would manage to keep one of the deck gunners till the late game. Furies and Screamers, they were threatening my backline, but thankfully it wasn't. Thankfully it wasn't that much of an issue. the reason I placed my the reason why I placed the pistol mobs at the back there is because they can provide overwatch fire and shoot down the Furies and Screamers once they try to dive in. So that plan worked out. And yeah. Managed to win this game. We will be moving on to the next game, which is between Sipa and Race. Oh god, my hands are still shaking. This is a tight one. Go refresh this, and I don't even know. Okay, hold on, give me a second. I need to open up the army blocker, and then we go in. We are watching a game between Sipa and Race. It seems like it's the Dark Elf Civil War, perhaps. Nagaroth, fight for power, which is a very typical high elf thing, Dark Elf thing to do. So, I would say that's very in character of them. Okay, so let's see if anyone sent in any replays. And yeah. Let's see. Shit. Let's see. We have Sipa sending in their replay, but I don't think I have any replays from the rest of the players. Well, we have Rainy Frog. We've seen Rainy Frog and Anti-Kaiju playing live. But the rest, yeah, I don't think I have any games that I received. But yeah. So if we don't have any replays, then we'll just cast what we have and be done after the tournament. Patrick? Oh, Sipa, I've seen your PM, but I don't think there's... Oh. Okay, I'll check your replay later, but if Circuit set is okay, then I don't think that there's any concern about it. Like, don't worry about the rule breaks too much. Like, if your opponent isn't having any issues with it, we can just kind of let it go. Like, it doesn't have a main impact on the outcome of battle. But yeah, anyways, let's unblock everything, and we have Dark Elf Civil War. Let's go. Wait, what? Okay, Race is coming in with some hot picks. High Beastmaster is not a bad pick, actually. I do like his loadout with the Tormentor Sword, coming in with a really handy ability to lock down enemy units. And combined with a bunch of dark shards, this can be some devastating firepower that snipe out Malika from the sky with the help of a Spirit Leech. But we shall see what happens. For the Forest army, the Red Dark Elves, we have a front line of Bleak Swords backed up by 4 Dark Shards, 4 Koan Knights, and a couple one Harpies, and a single Witch Elves. And on the other side, for Sipa's Dark Elves, a front line of Bleak Swords mixed in with Black Corsairs, backed up by 2 Witch Elves, and some Koan Knights mixed in with Dark Riders. And yeah, of course, we have Malekith coming in with Lore of Soul Stealer as per usual, while the Dark Magic here, we have Spirit Leech and Fate of Buna. Okay, very standard loadout for both players. Just let me quickly reply. Alright. Making sure that I have everything right. Okay, cool. Alright. Not much happening so far, just both armies approaching each other. Race is taking a defensive position here, since he does have a slight bit of ranged advantage, trying to rain down shots on the approaching blue dark elf army. The Sisters of Slaughters, they have some Sisters of Slaughters on the flanks pushing in. They should be able to make short work of the Bleak Swords, but the thing is, there are some Koan Knights ready to counteract them. Of course, there are more Koan Knights ready to counteract their counter charge, but we shall see what happens here, as the Dark Shards should be opening up onto the Black Corsairs. Yep, exactly what they're doing right now, just shredding through the heavy armor of the Black Corsairs. And already doing some significant damage in the skies. The High Beast Master is charging in but got hit by a Soul Stealer, but he is fighting back hard and doing some pretty good damage to Malekith with the help of some Spirit Leech and Dark Shards for sure. And on the other side, engagement is surely underway with Witch Elves charging into the Koan Knights, who are being grind down by Sisters of Slaughter and Dark Riders. A little bit of Fate of Buna coming in onto the blue Koan Knights here, and they will be deleted, leaving them to the slaughter of the red Koan Knights. And on the left flank of the red army, Malekith is getting hunted down by the High Beast Master. Truly a rebellion going on right now. The lowly High Beast Master is challenging one of the mightiest, well, the mightiest Dark Elf ruler, considering there really is only one superior leader of the Dark Elf faction. And yeah, the Dark Shards is giving Malekith a very hard time, down to already half health, but of course he does have plenty of Soul Stealers and should be able to get up to full health if he can consistently cast his spells. On the flanks, there are more Witch Elves flooding through the defenses of the red Dark Elves, now getting on top of some Dark Shards and should be able to deal with them ASAP. More and more the blue Dark Elf infantry are moving in, because only a front line of Bleak Swords is nowhere enough to hold off all these elite units. In the skies, their High Beast Master is getting almost dispatched by Malekith himself, realizing that it is just a High Beast Master on the Manticore. Malekith just punches back hard, and yeah, that Manticore just have to flee in front of a mighty black dragon, the Seraphon. So now the Dark Shards start overwatching fire over all these Witch Elves and whatnot, but things are looking slightly dicey for Race here. He is ahead of balance of power, but the thing is that the High Beast Master is so low in health and all his missile backlines have been compromised. All these Dark Shards will be quickly dropping, and Sipa is quickly catching up in terms of damage value. And considering that Sipa has the advantage of healing Malekith coming in with those Soul Stealers, yeah, balance of power is just gonna shift even more into the favor of Sipa, the blue Dark Elves right now. A Tormentor Sword locked down Malekith for a short second there, but then Malekith returned fire with a Soul Stealer, and the High Beast Master will be steadily worked down. There's still some blue Dark Elf infantry on the field, They should be able to work down all those weak swords without much issue. The main problem is, of course, the Koa Knights that can actually do damage to Malekith, but once Malekith drops in with the support of the Witch Elves locking down the Koa Knights in a melee combat, ooh, the Koa Knights are just getting shredded through by the enemy melee units. On the far side there, another blue Koa Knight got deleted by Fate of Yuna, kind of a wasted opportunity. It probably should be a better cast onto the Witch Elves, since those Koa Knights were almost dead anyways. And the Fate of Yuna was kind of wasted on that weak unit. Anyways, over here, the red Koa Knights are almost dealt with. Their leadership are wavering. The Dark Shards got tied down in melee combat because they're rampaged by the Witch Elves. And there goes the last of the infantry resistance for the red Dark Elves, leaving only the High Beastmaster wandering the battlefield, not knowing what to do. This is getting even dicier for the red Dark Elves for race right now. Balance of power is significantly in favor of Sipa, of the blue Dark Elves, and also the gold damage value as well, just catching up massively. And yeah, all that's left on the field for the red Dark Elves is just a Sorceress of Death with their infinite, almost near, well, not infinite, but almost infinite Spirit Leeches, and perhaps some mobile units to pick off the tattered blue Dark Elves. And I think that might just be the end. Like, what even can the High Beastmaster do right now? As soon as they charge into melee combat, they would just get rampaged by the Witch Elves, where Malekith can slam in and snipe out whatever's left on the field. Even if the Sorceress of Death is, even if the Sorceress of Death decides to help out in melee combat, a Soul Stealer will just quickly shut everything down. And I do think that this is the end of this battle. Now we're just kind of like waiting for things to end. Harpies are moving in to work on the Sisters of Slaughter, so that kind of fulfills the attacking rule. While on the other side, Malekith chasing off the Koa Knights, making sure they would never come back. And Dark Shards being chased off by Witch Elves. We're just kind of in the cleanup phase right now. So we can just keep a high angle and let things play out. I would be really surprised if the red Dark Elves, if Rays, managed to pull this one off. Honestly, I don't think that's gonna be the case here. Not gonna be the case today. And yeah, I'm just waiting. Siva was dying to go to sleep, but it seems that he's fighting all the way into finals and playing in a best of 3 or something. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like, there's not much to talk about right now. Like, another Fate of Yuna, or is it a Spirit Leech? But it's just a Witch Elf unit. Like, you still have a whole Malekith to kill. Yeah, Fate of Yuna on the Witch Elves. Probably a better spell cast on Malekith with a Spirit Leech or anything. But yeah, Fate of Yuna is not gonna do much. The High Beastmaster is gonna at least rout from the Soul Stealer. That's gonna be a lot of damage, and also healing up Malekith, pushing the balance of power all the way to Armilas's the Sorceress of Death route, and there goes the battle. Nice V feeds up. Thank you, Strike Games. I did learn a few tricks about playing Vampire Calls from you, so yeah, appreciate the support. Well, for the rest of the army performances here, the Sisters of Slaughter actually did quite well in slaughtering their brethren. All those bleak swords getting cut down. Koa Knights didn't do great, but mostly the damage came from the infantry department here, just crushing those Dark Elf resistance, and in the end overrunning all those Dark Shards and whatnot. Malekith also doing some really good damage with the Soul Stealer, but the High Beastmaster did great. Did well, not great, but did well. While the Witch Elf, no, not Witch Elves, the Sorceress did good damage with Spirit Leech and the Fate of Buna. Malice should win that. Yeah, I do think that Malice had the potential to deal with Malekith, but well, it is a high Beastmaster after all, so not the greatest. Koa Knights did meh. Yeah, that's about it. Not much to say about it. Oh, the Dark Shards did really well, shooting down Malekith. Well, at least one of them did really well. The other two kind of did like okay, but yeah, it's just okay. They just didn't have enough time to empty out their ammo, being pressured by Witch Elves and all those infantry crushing them. But yeah, that's it for the semifinals. We will be moving on to the finals, where we'll be facing down Sipa. It's been a while since I played in a finals of anything, so I do appreciate this opportunity. All right, it's me and Sipa now. So yep, looks like Sipa is not gonna get his sleep. So pick three band twos, no repeat bands. Okay. Let's go with the same thing and Alright, we wait for our opponent to make their ban and pick or whatever. Vampire Coast, Norska, Beastman banning Ogre Kingdoms and Bretonia. One of two of the strongest factions in the meta right now. Just gonna ban those guys, and my opponent can't pick them. Sipa Patrick. Oh, he won his first 2 games with Bretonia. Okay. Now that is a nice ban, I guess. That is a nice ban. For the sake of my win rate. And we wait. We wait. Actually, while we're waiting, I'm just gonna pick up some more cookies. Because I'm freaking hungry. Oh no. Vampire counts. Looks like I have to embrace something I have been refusing to do for the longest of times. Yeah. I have to do this, I guess. This is not gonna be great. I'm not gonna be proud or anything, but I just kind of have to do this. Keep that on. Take that off and just trade again. And what else am I supposed to do now? Wait, did I pick Cliff of Beasts for semifinals? Yeah, I did. So it should be Ashen now. Should I get the Gorox Man Reapers? That's a real question now. Just get a little bit more elite. Or something. I don't know if this is gonna win, but yeah, it's the finals. I will make an exception to bring cheese built. I haven't been in a finals for ages now. Shields to the Ungors? Why? I don't think we need shields for the Ungors. Like, oh wait, we do have 200 funds, I guess. We can bring some shields for the Ungors. Like, it's not like we, yeah, it's not like we have anything else to use the money for. And yeah, we might just have to be kiting and psycho charging. The melee defense is nice, yes, I do agree with that. But perhaps I don't know if they should be at the spears or should I just bring the regular ones, but spears do have better melee defense, so I guess that helps. Alright. We're gonna go. And this is gonna be ugly. Oh, zero funds build. I'm feeling good about this. 0 gold left over. Nah, I think I'll keep the buffs and debuffs over here. Like, that's not gonna be enough. But yeah, I appreciate the advice, but I think I'm just not gonna look at the chat when I'm picking the army. But yeah, so the reason for me to keep this melee debuff is that I do want to reduce the melee attack of the chaff, just to help my units survive a tad bit longer. But either ways, we are ready and just waiting for our opponent here. It's the vampire count, so I don't think they have too much threat against double Gorgons. Not proud of this build, I gotta admit, but I gotta win. I wanna win. I wanna win a tournament champion or something. Alright, We might have to face Heinrich Kammler. Not sure how that goes, but we'll see. Or maybe perhaps CPAC can come up with something to deal with the double Gorgon. Like, as far as I know, the Fruit Rules team, Fruit Rules committee still haven't imposed any ban. Yeah, still haven't imposed any bans on the double Manticore build. So not double Manticore, double Gorgon build. So I'm just gonna use it for a little longer while I still can. Yeah. So there's the whole thing, I guess. All right. We're gonna box up a bit. Maybe I could have gone Bestigors, but Bestigors are shite, so like, there's no point in doing that either ways. I guess I went a bit Bestigor. Anyways. There we go. Not proud of this, but it is what it is. I gotta do what you gotta do to win. So yeah. I mean, I don't know if this is gonna work. I haven't tried it before, but hey. Let's see. Alright, good luck, have fun to our opponent, and just push up my stuff a little bit more to the front. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff coming in. Of course there's a Blood Dragon Lord. We can just move our stuff to the flank there and put them on this. It's on goals, it's fine. Okay, pull back these things up a bit. They are in range of shoot. Okay. Okay, they are on skirmish mode. Okay, they can fall back or something. And the problem is where the hound's at. Yeah, these guys. Okay, this dude is dead as fuck. The moment he dropped in, oh boy, this is bad. Okay, this might be it. Okay, this is a nice counter then, I guess. Just nuked the Great Bray Shaman, huh? Wait, where am I? Shaman. Okay, here we go. And we retreat. Okay, you keep running. And maybe drop a non-overcast version over here. Okay, you can come back in here. Okay, you guys start kiting or something. And you can just charge in there or something. I don't know. Okay, 18 more seconds. We can bring in some. Okay, you guys can fight like these. Yeah. Okay, you back up. And yeah, you guys can move over here. One of my units are gone. You guys can go and fight some zombos. I just still don't have the recharge yet. So, okay, you guys can fight that. Yep, you run. Just keep running. Just keep running. Okay. You guys charge that. You guys fight that. You go charge that thing. Okay, we kind of tanked through the first wave. Kind of. I don't have enough. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You dead. Run! Oh god. He is, no, he's not activating anything yet. Okay. We don't have overcast or anything available, but we can still drain health and shit. Okay, this guy run. This guy run! Oh wait, what the oh, Sturnsman. Okay, that makes sense. And he dead. After that one last, Traderkin. And our Gorgons are almost dead, so... But thankfully, so are most of my opponent's supporting units, I guess. Okay, you charge in over there. Everything is getting drained by the Mortis engine, which is good. What is not good is that the Blood Dragon is still there. Okay, keep him there, keep him there, keep him there. Oh no, whatever. Oh well, that's not intentional, but just okay. We're gonna have to back up a bit and then charge in. Somehow this dude came back, so... Oh, okay. Can we get an overcast? No. Oh, whatever. Okay, so we're almost done with. This guy is gonna be routed and broken. Yep, shattered. Fuck it. But the Blood Dragon is almost dead. Almost. Keyword is almost. He's not dead, so he still has a bit of fighting power or something left. So. And okay. Okay, these are hidden, so I can just kind of go in just fine. Okay, you guys go charge that. You guys can keep grinding. Everyone is almost at their heal cap, but the Jabber's life is still very much healthy. Okay. Ah, okay. So the Jabber's life is still suffering from janky models and shit. And the Blood Dragon can't really charge in properly. Alright, well the Gorgons can start moving in and stuff. Okay, doing some damage, but everything is in heal cap. Oh god! Freaking janky animations and shit. He went out. He just pushed the Blood Dragon all the way to the other side. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay. The Blood Dragon is distracted, giving more time for the Gorgons. Oh no, for the Jabber's life to drain stuff. Oof. That's a lot of damage. Okay, so we can just go back and charge these guys then. Okay, we're almost there. Just a few more hits, and we're done. Ooh, another invocation on what though? Okay, what do we have over here? Okay, yeah, they're still here in. We're still draining health off stuff, and yeah, that should be it. Okay, not proud of this, but I gotta win. Oh, and a really nice pick here, using the zombies to proc passive healing and hopefully balance that power, but yeah, it's just not happening, I suppose. Alright, the Jabber is done for, but I don't think the Blood Dragon is recovering his leadership either. It's just literally the... Oh shit, yep. It's literally just Stearnsman carrying the day. And because of the janky charge impact animation, they are just kind of... They just got plowed through and died. Well, GG. But yeah, Vampire, like, okay, FNF4 versus... Unfortunately, Counts just struggles against anything large. They don't have anything to deal with. Like, I guess if Gorgon doesn't have healing, they would pretty much be dead. Especially, Siba did a really good job sniping out my Great Brave Shaman. But yeah, normally I wouldn't bring Great Brave Shaman plus. I mean, I would bring a Brave Shaman with Traderkin, but I normally wouldn't bring Gorgon. Like in most matchups, a Great Brave Shaman and the rest of the Beastman units are really good enough for most scenarios, but against vampire counts with their terror and their regeneration, like their healing and all that, I feel like double Gorgons might be the only resolution to the vampire count. So yeah, here I am just cheesing my way out of this game. 4,500 gold and 3,200 gold, and the Traderkin also getting 1,600. So yeah, pretty nasty stuff. Even the Jabber's Life, like over half the game it didn't really get much value, but then as the game progressed, the chaff units of the vampire counts are all dropping low in terms of health, and that activates the aura of madness on the Jabber's Life, giving the activating that Mortis engine effect on all those low leadership vampire chaff, and allow me to win the game. The throwing axes, one of them did great, but the other two not so much, unfortunately, as the mobility pressure from the Vargeist and the Dire Packs are just too much. Blood Dragon Vampalot, though, did really well. He just sniped half the HP off my Great Brave Shaman at the beginning, so the Great Brave Shaman was constantly running for its life, and but luckily I managed to pull that one out, and yeah, ended up with an okay victory. Not the best, but it's I would say it's okay. Okay, next up is Bretonnia, Vampirates, and Dark Elves. Ooh, this is rough. I don't want to fight any of these, but let's see. I'm not good at playing Vampire Count. Pretty ironic, I know, despite calling myself Tactical Lich. I might just have to... bring Tomb Kings and ban... something. Let me think. Yep, let's see if Tomb Kings works. Haven't played that faction for ages. But yeah, let's see. Okay, now I just need to debuff enemy units and shit. Okay, we just need to figure out something for the Bretonnians. I do like Tomb Kings, Tomb Guards, but Campfire Guards always good. Just get some skeletons in front. Chosen of the Gods and just like ton of Sepulchral Stalkers and shit. Maybe. I'm thinking of whether to just go... Kata... Ooh. Kata might be good, actually. Like, I'm not relying anything to do damage in melee, so might as well... Katep, get a steed, curse blade, curse, restless dead, my will be done, and the root sandstorm. Getting leech staff pretty much a staple for the Katep, and yeah, maybe getting another sepulchral stalkers for those poison missiles, and a couple tomb gods. I don't know if this works, but let's see. Oh, actually, that. Another. Oh no 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 no! Wrong unit. And hopefully the Kepler card can blend through any Bretonnian front line and reach into the back line or something. Oh, skeletons. I can bring 3 skeleton horsemen, but I can only bring 2 Nekara horsemen. It's against the Bretonnia, that doesn't really freaking matter. It's fine. Incantation of Protection doesn't do shit. Not against... Yeah, not against... Okay, yeah, that should be fine. I don't know if this works, but let's see. Oh, let's do this. Get the Scorpion Legion. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so in this format, we will be banning. We will not allow. Oh, good luck with the hero core. Oof! No, 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 no. That's not. Oh no, the hero core is gonna be a problem. I don't have anything to work it down. Oof. Shit. We'll deal with it when it comes to it. Well, like. I'm not gonna change. Like, I don't think anyway. I don't think there's any way to deal with the. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to deal with the hero core. I just hope that we don't come down to that. But yeah, I don't think in this format we're banning any. Gotrek and Felix, so that might be a thing. Wait, Persian Warrior says yes. Okay. Anyways, it seems that the more common format in tournaments right now allows 1 Grail Knight and 1 Hippogriff. So yeah, I'll just allow it. I don't really care. I honestly don't give too much of a shit. So whatever. Oh shit. Ice of Desert has poison, sepulchral stalkers don't. This makes no sense. They're both spitting venom from their construct, like, teeth thingy. So I don't know. This makes no sense. But whatever. hold on a second. Wait, how much is one Ushapti? 900. Shit, that's not enough. I'll just throw in. Okay, how much difference in melee stats? A little bit more HP. I might need these guys to like tie down enemy units and shit. But yeah, anyways, let's go. And at the same time, let me just download some games that has been played earlier. So that I can cast games again once we're done. Sipa did send me multiple replays, so we got like 3 replays overall to cast after this game. Let me just check if I'm missing anyone. Give me a second. Yeah, that should be all. So yeah, we'll just wait for Sipa to. I hope he didn't fall asleep or anything. Okay, good. He's alive. Yeah. We just play a bit. And see what happens this time. We're not going DJ Katep, unfortunately, because DJ Katep is a bit strong. No, is a bit weak to Grail Knights and whatnot, so we're just having Katep on his horse. Excuse me. Okay, a bit of an uneven map. Not liking this, because considering we do have some artillery. Ooh, Stonehenge. Wait. Is that a green skin idol? So, what that suggests is that the English are orcs. Okay. Sounds very fair. Totally unsuspicious at all. I don't know if this works, but let's see. Anyways. Okay, we just kind of have the box now. Unfortunately. And a bunch of skeleton horses at the back in case they are diving down with their with their hippogriff cavalry. Arcan can stay at no, this is not Arcan. Katep can stay at the back there, and yep, there we go. Making sure we're not like, okay, we're not white line camping. Good. Now what are we dealing with right now? Defenders of Fleur de Lay, further back Grail Knight. So let's see if we can open up some shots onto the cavalry. Okay, shooting, smashing a few unit models. Nothing too substantial there. Ooh, a little bit of an overlap might lead to heavier losses. Nope, just one unit model dead. Oh no. Still got hit a slight bit, a tad bit. Just keep shooting. And picking off those Grill Knights is very important here. Ooh, okay. Alright, open up. Open up. Alright, my opponent seems to be messing up the rush a slight bit. But I'm just gonna capitalize on that part. Wait, where are the Grail Knights? Yep, Grail Knights. Alright, you guys go and do that. Alright, the Grail Knights are dealt with. I need a root sandstorm somewhere. Let's just put it here. Deal with that. And we're done. I think we're done. Yeah. Yep, Grey Knights are dealt with. Missiles are tied down, and there are still some units getting like shut down. Okay, this is not good. Keep pushing over that side, and these guys are somehow still holding, still alive. Okay, you can pull out and start shooting. Triggering those Nikara passive as well. Somehow they're still obstructed. Okay, you go. Just shoot, for fuck's sake. Fine. And I forgot about these guys. These guys are also way too inundated. Just keep moving forward. I don't give a shit. Just keep moving forward. A little bit damage from the thing. That's fine. Okay, you guys can shoot that. Just keep plowing that. Yep, dealt with. And you guys can go and hit these guys from the back, and we're good. Alright, we can just save the Ushapti summon for later. Ooh, somehow dude is all the way up to almost full health. Guess that's a regrowth. Just keep shooting him, I guess. Not much to do now. Oof, that's a lot of friendly fire. You know what? Stop friendly firing. You can stay at the back. Another friendly fire, but anyways, did a little bit more damage to the opponent. And I forgot to use the root sandstorms in general. Oh well. I don't really have much to use it on now. Like, okay, the sepulchral. Okay, the Ushaptis are tying down Alberic, but it should be fine. A little bit more damage and GG. Oh, the first tournament win in my entire history of playing Warhammer. Definitely a bit hasty. C-Pulse Rush at the beginning is definitely a bit hasty. The Grill Knights just kind of died very, very early in the stage of the battle, and there's not enough healing to keep them alive. Being surrounded by Sepulchral Stalkers, which are buffed by the Jaff's incantation of Cursed Blades, which kind of explains why they got melted by all those anti-large armor-piercing weapon damage, and also surrounded by Tomb Gods and whatnot. But yeah, they just kind of, everything in the blob just kind of melted, and not much damage was dealt by any of these mobility, and the infantry of Cathay simply cannot carry this game. So GG to my opponent there. And yeah, it's this Sepulchral Stalker get buffed by Jaff's incantation of Cursed Blades, and straight up deleted those Grail Knights, I think, or at least they did a lot of laser damage to Outbreak or something. Like, somehow these Sepulchral Stalkers survived till the end game, and with still having a few unit models intact, so it's definitely something to do with their damage output, either in melee or in range, and I didn't really see them shoot that much in range, so probably in melee, I don't know. But yeah, the rest of the army here, it's pretty much the Sepulchral Stalkers carrying, and the Bone Giant shooting up. Oh right, the Bone Giant shot the Grail Knights enough that by the time the Grail Knights got into melee combat, they are already at around half health. So yeah, things are very rough. I guess Bone Giant is... I might cast this game a bit like in a short game, just to showcase the Bone Giants. Bone Giants being a great counter to the Grail Cavalry. Anyways, that's it for this tournament. I guess I have to congratulate myself for winning it. Anyways, thank you everyone for all the participation in the tournament and showing up on stream and sending me all the replays. That was a very fun tournament, and yeah, we'll be moving on to the replay casting. We got quite a few replays from the earlier stages of the tournament. I don't think I got everything, but we've got like 3 replays earlier. So yeah, we will cast those, and then we'll call it a day. But yeah, before that, let me just copy and paste them into the file. And I forgot to check the chat. But yeah, Knighthood, yeah, really, it's the first time I'm winning any tournament. Casket to kill archers. I don't think Casket is a good choice here. It's just too easy to get sniped by Grail Knights and the Hippogriffs. And of course with Outbreak buffing their anti-large bonus. No Fade, Gold Trick, and Felix. I do appreciate C-Puz not bringing that Hero Hammer squad. So yeah, if that was a Hero Hammer squad, then I might be in a lot more trouble. And also, the Hero Hammer squad is mostly effective if there are more Grail Knights. So if with only one Grail Knight and some Hippogriffs, it's not that good. But yeah, let us just quickly cast the remaining battles. And then we'll call it a night, and I can go and have my dinner or something. Okay, this is the first round. C-Puz is actually playing as Bretonia in multiple rounds, actually. This time fighting Loki. Not sure who they are, but They are going Kislev, which is a very ballsy move. Not sure how good it is against Bretonia, but spoiler alert, it was not good enough. Well, we kind of know the results already. We're just gonna look for the action in the earlier stages. I'm just waiting for the thing to load. Alright, let's go. For the army build here, we have a front line of peasant men-at-arms. With shields, some battle pilgrims, they are actually pretty good now that they only cost 550 gold. Backed up by some peasant bows, pretty standard for a Bretonian army, and a ton of cavalry, questing knights, defenders of Fleur-de-Lis, questing knights, and a single unit of Grail Knights. I actually feel like in the current meta, yes, Grail Knights are super strong, but questing knights are also very viable in a lot of matchups, especially against armored factions like Kislev, because of their armor piercing. They don't have anti-large, but they are just cost efficient in general in fighting other armored cav. But yeah, like, because of Grail Knights being so strong in the current meta, everyone is just spamming Grail Knights in quick battles and stuff. But like, questing knights, people will be expecting Grail Knights, and they are expecting to deal with some really elite cavalry. But if you're just deploying questing knights, you can sometimes throw them off balance with a surprise questing knight deployment. Anyways, at the back there, for the Kislev army, a front line of armored Kossars, they should be able to hold down enemy cavalry and infantry for a long period of time, buying time for Streltsies and Kossar with spears at the back to start shooting. Doing some pretty good chip damage overall, but King Luan is fighting hard, going to snipe out the Ice Witch, but he is also exposed to crossfire from a lot of units here. But unfortunately for the Kislev army, their line of Kossars is not enough to hold back all these defenders and questing knights. Even without the OP-ness of Grail Knights, the questing knights have enough mass with the lance formation to push through all those armored Kossars, and as a result, they are just plowing down those Kislevite back line. Especially with King Luan Leoncoeur just jumping between different missile units, the Kislev army doesn't really have any solutions to all these high mass units. There are a couple Snow Leopards here engaging in melee combat, but they're fighting among a horde of spearmen at arms and not fighting cavalry or King Luan himself, so they're kind of wasted in terms of their damage potential. While the bear cavalry, where are they? Yeah, they're almost dead. They're no match for questing knights plus Grail Knights, so yeah, things are rough for the Kislevite army. Where are the Grail Knights? Oh, here. Almost full health. 42 models, too. So, yeah, I do think that this might be over for the Kislev army. Everything on the field for them are just infantry and can easily get run down, trampled by the Grail Knights. And for some reason, my frame rate is dropping. Maybe it's just my thing is hot or something. Anyways, but yeah, Grail Knights is unstoppable right now, getting some more heals, and they will literally be invincible for a good moment. Like, topping out all their health, they don't even need that much health top up, because they already have 8 unit models dead, and they're just capping their health right now. Yeah, things are rough. Anyways, Pedal Pilgrims now getting on top of the Kossars, and Streltsies should be, oh, these are men-at-arms. Anyways, should be able to just tie down those Kislevite firepower, and the Bretonian cavalry has no solutions to this current issue right now. Of course, the Patriarch is still fighting, but he can only do so much without any supporting units. The Ice Witch of Ice Magic is caught out by King Luan Leoncoeur, activating her Bile Blood effect, but unfortunately, this is actually keeping her in the fight longer than she should have. Now she's running away, but King Luan is just closely following from behind. Grail Knights surrounding the Snow Leopard, and the Snow Leopard got skewered hard by all those lances, and yeah, that basically is it. All the Kislev missile assets may be one Kossar. Yeah, all the Kislev missile assets other than one Kossar has been compromised, and now that one sole undisturbed Kossar is run down by the Grail Knights, which are moving up to the next unit, another unit of Kossars with spears, who are stuck fighting the Damsel, and there's still this full strength battle pilgrim, still having 120 models left, rolling through the back line. There is no hope for the Kislevites to pull this back, so let us just fast forward, and we will be seeing the battle end right now. Well, it's almost ending, but our blood effect is active, so we can't actually end this until it wears off. But yeah, things are still looking really rough for Kislev. Hopefully, we will see some new changes in the next patch and get them some new toys, because yikes, they need those melee chaff units desperately, not the mixed units of missiles and melee. Anyways, army performances. Grail Knights, as expected, did a lot of damage. 3,400 gold, double their own cost, and King Luan also sniped out the Ice Witch and probably did some good damage to the Bear Cavalry as well. The Questing Knights this one earned back their own value, or almost earned back their own value. The other one not so much, but overall they can still be very cost efficient in fighting other armored targets. Defenders of Fleur de Lay getting some decent damage done, but nothing too substantial. Mostly just the Grail Knights carrying the game. And yeah, as for the Kislevite army, Bear Cavalry got wrecked by Grail Knights. And the rest of the army not doing too hot here. Kossars got more cost efficient in the last patch, but that's about it. They really couldn't carry the game here as only merely infantry. The next battle, Cathay versus Bretonia. It's I don't think this is gonna end well for the Bretonia. We can. Oh no! I doubled Gorgon myself to victory. Outrageous. I'm sorry. I gotta win. I'm not proud of the double Gorgon, but I gotta do what I gotta do to win. This is like the second last chance to get a place in Cool Umbrella's massive event of Friday Night Fights Winners Showdown. So I want to earn a spot. So I'm just gonna cheese shit if I have to. But yeah. For the Bretonian army here, going for 5 archers, 3 men-at-arms, 4 peasant. Oh god, we are okay. For a second there's some lag. I almost thought it's gonna crash, but thank god. Thanks Sigma, not yet. Anyways, a front line of peasant mobs, back line of 5 archers, 2 of them with pox arrows. What the fuck is? Why is this so? Hold on. Why is this so laggy? It makes no sense. Something is wrong. I'm sure, and I'm not sure what. Or maybe I just have too many. Ah, there you go. It's just too many tabs. Okay, it's probably I just opened too many tabs. Yeah. And let's see. Oh, right. I opened up GeoGuessr because I was playing some guess the location thingy. Anyways, army builds. We have for mobility defenders of Fleur de Lay, Grail Knight and Pegasus plus King Luan Kerr. Royal Pegasus Knights, in fact, supported by the Damsel of Life, and on the other flank, Questing Knights, more armored cavalry, as the Cathay army is going for a heavy box. Jade warriors with halberds plus peasant long spears forming a surrounding defensive formation, circling the fire rain rockets. A ton of Iron Hill gunners, some peasant horses for additional mass and tie down those Grail Knights. And Miao Ying, the Storm Dragon, will be leading the army. There's also some peasant archers for additional firepower, but things might be rough for the Cathay if the peasant bulls get in range and shoot up all those missiles because they outrange Iron Hail gunners. So the very first thing that the Cathay army did was just rain down fire upon the peasant bulls, trying to break them before things can get rolling. Even the Grand Cannons have joined the ranks of bombarding Cathay archers. No, Bretonnian archers, just trying to work them down as soon as possible. But there are still multiple four units getting in range, and will soon be opening up onto the firing rockets. They just can't route off the firing rockets fast they just can't route off those peasant bowmen fast enough. And the peasant horsemen are actually moving out, trying to run down the peasant bows, seeing that they're kind of exposed right now with all those questing knights and Grail cavalry reluctant to get in range because they're afraid of getting sniped by the Grand Cannon of Cathay. Iron Hail Gunners also moving up just to blast up any units that dare to get close, while the Grand Cannons have been taking substantial damage over here, while the peasant horses routed off the peasant bows but will be wrecked by the questing knight. King Luan Leoncoeur moved in and is welcomed by a wave of Iron Hail Gunners, but that is not a big problem. He does have Lion's Shield, added with his damage resistance thanks to his adding with his innate 15% missile resistance and 15% war save. That's like what, 70% resistance against missile damage. So he just kind of tanked through all those Iron Hails, and now moving on top of the Iron Hail Gunners after routing off the Grand Cannon crew. Yeah, just shutting down those poor Iron Hail Gunners. And Cathay's box has been cracked. Balance of power is in favor of Cathay right now, but I honestly don't think so. There's still plenty of healing for the Grail Knights. They still have 32 unit models and are running down all these poor Iron Hail Gunners, and Cathay can't do a single thing to stop them from rampaging through the formations. And while at the far side there, peasant bows showering the Cathay formations with their arrow fire. The firing rockets are still desperately firing, trying to rout off and break these peasant bow with their firing rockets, but very unfortunately that's not going to happen anytime soon. Jade Warriors are desperately holding back the peasant tide, but the backline has been largely compromised. But Scrutinizer did do pretty well against, Scrutinizer still managed to hold most of the missile assets in place. They're kind of holding right now, not quite. They have been pressured, but they are still surviving, and balance of power is still in favor of Cathay. It's just really how much the Grail Cavalry can carry Cathay right now. Still having 31 unit models, plenty of healing left for them right now. King Luan getting hit by Miao Ying herself, taking some minor damage, but that doesn't really matter too much. King Luan does have regeneration, while the firing rockets are still failing to shut down those archers on the far side. Grail Cavalry now, after that, all that healing is... Oh, these are questing knights. Okay, never mind. The Grail Cavalry are still here getting healed up. Upgraded version of the regrowth. Now up to over half health and still continuously healing. Nothing can really threaten them right now, as the Iron Hail Gunners are kind of busy moving around, while these Iron Hail Gunners have been compromised by questing knights and King Luan himself. The peasant horses are trying to tie down the Grail Knights and distract them, but the Iron Hail Gunners are just not aiming at the right target. They need to shut down those Grail Knights, or at least take off their unit models so that they can't heal that much in an emergency from, But right now the Grail Knights are unstoppable. Nothing can really do damage against them. Even if they run into Jade Warriors, they can just push through with their mass. On the far side there, the fire rain has been compromised by the peasant mob, so no more firepower for Cathay. At least they have isolated King Luan Leoncoeur, but Miao Ying isn't here in place to support. Instead, she is going after the Grail Knights, trying to shut down their unit models. Another Earthblood, another regrowth comes in. It's just tons of regrowth getting in, just trying to get those Grail Knights to their heal cap as soon as possible. Miao Ying is struggling to damage those Grail Knights right now, but Miao Ying really is struggling to do the damage right now, because the Grail Knights is just a little bit too slippery. The peasant long spears simply cannot hold them down in melee combat at all, and Miao Ying have not strike out a single. Miao Ying really haven't strike out a single unit model of Grail Knights at all. Now Miao Ying has returned to her human form. This might be a mistake here, trying to cast a regrowth somewhere. Earth Blood, trying to heal up all these Jade Warriors. This might be a mistake because she no longer has that killing power to knock out unit models of the Grail Knights. Balance of power is still in favor of Cathay, but the Grail Knights, it's really just the Grail Knights here. They simply are not stoppable. I guess you can turn those Iron Hail Gunners and start shooting at them, but they will quickly break through the defenses of the peasant horses, while the questing knights are doing a beautiful side charge, running down this entire column of Iron Hail Gunners. And there goes the last bit of range firepower for the Cathay army. Of course, the questing knights are still taking damage in this engagement, but that is worth it if that means keeping the Grail Knights in the battle. And yeah, Miao Ying is trying desperately to Earth Blood everything back up to full strength, but things are not looking too bright here. There's only infantry left, while the Grail Knights doesn't really give a shit about infantry in general. They're taking minor chip damage from... Oh, another regrowth. Oh god, that's 3 regrowths we've seen so far on the Grail Cavalry. And they have reached their heal cap with full vigor. Theoretically, it might be an issue for the Grail Knights to grind through so many armor-piercing melee infantry, but honestly, with the Lance formation, they're just plowing through everything now. So let us fast forward here as King Luan has escaped this blob of peasant and Jade Warriors. Miao Ying needs to return to her dragon form. Instead of keep healing up the melee infantry, she needs to provide that armor-piercing damage to work down those Grail Knights and King Luan himself. Now Central Scrutinizer, I think it's Central Scrutinizer, right? Yeah, anyways. No, this is Sir Grit, sorry. Sir Grit is holding the formation pretty well, just trying to fight and grind down the Cathay army with sheer attrition, but Miao Ying fails to stay close to the Grail Cavalry. So when the Grail Cavalry got stuck on the halberds and peasant long spears, she wasn't able to drop in and just fight with the Grail Knights and do damage. She needs to win this game. Another charge from the Grail Cavalry. Miao Ying still failing to land hits and all that. Still having 30 unit models. Oh, okay, now they have lost a few unit models. So things are looking slightly better for the Cathayans right now. But still, it still really comes down to whether they can work down all those Grail Cavalry. They're blobbing up hard right now, which can be great when you're trying to stop enemy cavalry from pushing in, but that also allows the Grail Knights to plow straight through the formation and just run down this entire formation, especially when they're not braced. Sword of Couronne dropping all those melee stats off the blob of Bretonnian units. The Grail Knights took a little bit more damage, but another cycle charge in from Sipa, losing a few more Grail Knights models, but all that cycle charging is really attritioning down the Jade Warriors, who are not in embrace formation and cannot defend themselves from the cycle charging. More and more peasants and whatnot just swarming this formation, but wait, what? Okay, it's quite a bit of a cycle charge right now, so we're just kind of waiting through. Oh no, why? Miao Ying, you shouldn't have turned back into your human form. No! This is bad, because there's no more effective armor-piercing damage against the Grail Cavalry. The Grail Cavalry is just routing off all these peasant units and Jade Warriors units one after the other, and once they got broken and routed, they are chasing them down, slowly chipping away the infantry support for the Cathayan army. Now, in this late stage of the game, the Bretonnians can actually hold their ground and not actively seek out engagement, because the Bretonnian army does have the mobile advantage. The Cathay army can just stay there and decides to weather charges and whatnot. It is within their right to do so, as long as they're not avoiding combat or as far as camping, I suppose. But right now, the Grail Knights are constantly cycle charging. 400 kills, approaching 800, approaching 500, and now another unit got chipped away. And Miao Ying will be diving. Miao Ying really needs to stick around her forces right now. Even like staying on the ground is actually a good idea. Just stick around, allow the Grail Knights to charge in, and every time they charge in, make them pay for what they do to the peasants here. Make them lose unit models. As you can see here, just chipping away their unit models, and balance of power is still slightly in favor of Cathay, but there are more and more wavering coming in from the Jade Warriors. It's just it's a very long process of cycle charging. But Miao Ying almost got isolated, but now more cycle charging took place. More chip damage dealt to the Grail Knights, and now there is a sort of Corone debuffing the stats of all these cafe units, giving King Luan and the Grail Knights a little bit of a better time to cycle charge. Oh, it's a very constant cycle charging. Oh, hey, World Beater, hello. But yeah, at this point, it's just the Peasant Longspears versus Grail Knights, and Miao Ying versus King Luan. And once Miao Ying breaks, she is on the... Oh, no, yeah. And once Miao Ying breaks, it is army losses. And somehow, Bretonia managed to clutch this one back. It's a prolonged endgame stage where there's a lot of cycle charging going on. King Luan and Grail Knights hard carrying the day. All the self-heals and word save coming in rather handy. See a balanced moment for sure, with self-heals on King Luan and Grail Knights being Grail Knights. The rest of the cavalry didn't do that well. Questing Knights did okay, but the defenders and the Royal Pegasus are kind of meh. As for the peasants, they got hit hard by the firing rockets. At least some of them got hit hard and got pushed back by the Cathay spam of infantry. But in the end, it's just that once Miao Ying got sniped out by King Luan, the rest of the peasants simply can't fight it out against a terror-causing unit. We can see that the Cathay army did their best. The Jade Warriors with Halberds did a lot of damage, but the Iron Hail Gunners just proved to be less than optimal in this matchup, with nothing to effectively defend them. Peasant horses actually did surprisingly well, chasing off a lot of routed units and tying down the Grail Knights. As for the Peasant Longspears, this one surviving till the end, just not able to hold up their leadership, but did a lot of damage with their ridiculous melee stats for a Peasant chaff. The rest of them did okay, did pretty good actually, earned back all their worth. This one did not, but killed like 100 unit models. That's fine. So yeah, GG to both players. We'll move on to one last battle for the night or afternoon, wherever you are. Vampire Coast versus Dark Elves, Persian Warriors versus Race. Another spoiled battle, unfortunately, but we couldn't cast it live, so we just gotta cast it in the game, in the replay. And yeah, we shall cast the games. Oh shit, I forgot to post my video on the Discord channels and all that. Probably should post it on Reddit as well, but I'll do it after I'm done with the stream. But yeah, one last game for the night. We have the Vampire Coast going for a full front line of zombie pistol mobs. At the back, a bunch of Mongols trying to deal with the... Probably trying to deal with the Dark Elf elite infantry of Black Corsairs and stuff, but honestly, Mongols, I've tried them, they are less than optimal. Scurvy Dogs on the flanks, and at the back, they're animated hulks guarding 3 units of mortars that are going to bombard enemy artillery, which are 2 Reaper Bolt Flurries. Anyways, for the rest of the army, Lamprey's Revenge, Salostra Diaphin leading the army, and just a ton of Scurvy Dogs. On the other side of battle, we have some shades here. Gonna do some kiting work here. The Scurvy Dogs will hesitate to charge them actually, because the shades do have some pretty good melee stats. And can actually hold themselves in battle one-on-one against Scurvy Dogs. Dark Riders, we have 2 Reaper Bolt Throwers. One of them already took some noticeable damage from all those mortar bombardment. A few Dread Spears at the back, just doing some kiting work here. While over here, Shades got charged by some Scurvy Dogs, and as you can see here, they actually hold up pretty well with 32 defense, 40 attack, beating down that Scurvy Dogs, while the Dark Riders will be working down the other Scurvy Dogs. Some of the Mongols and pistol mobs decided to move out and start pressuring the Dark Elf army. We'll keep a high angle here because things are happening all over the battlefield. But yeah, these isolated units might not be having a good time when they are singled out by enemy mobility and skirmishing forces. Even Crows of Cain are deployed, Vanguard deployed at the back there. Harpies also dropping onto the undefended mortars, which Persian Warrior is a little bit slow to react and unable to protect. Like, if the animated hulks charge in and the mortar crew move back, then perhaps the animated hulk can kill off the Harpies, but alas, this is not the case here. Scurvy Dogs jumping on top of the Shades with dual weapons. These are Shades with dual weapons, so they have anti-infantry bonus, and they're shredding through the Scurvy Dogs, who are indeed infantry-sized models. Now more and more shades are just moving in. Not sure where they are moving in for, but oh, they are trying to aim at the RV docks. And at the back there, the Mongols have caught up onto the Dread Spears. With the missile support from the pistol mobs, they actually make short work of the Dark Elf infantry, but the Reaper Bolters are still firing, and there's still plenty of shades left on the field, unharassed at all. With the mortars going down, being hunted down by Harpies and Crows of Cain, there's no longer any options for the Vampire Coast army to deal with the shades, because the shades simply outrange every single missile unit they have other than the even the Lamprey's Revenge. So with no mortars, the Vampire Coast simply can't deal with the kite. In a desperate attempt, Salastra is dropping out a damn nice errant, trying to just run down perhaps one of the shades at least. A Frostbite does work out fine for the Vampire Coast, slowing down the shades, and now the charge damage from the Damned Knight's errant should be able to work them down just fine. While at the back there, all those scattered Dark Elf chaff infantry has been dealt with and dispatched. And at the back there, shades were forced to fight the animated hulks, taking some noticeable damage, but with the support of the Dark Riders with shields, they should be able to hold up just fine, as the animated hulks take more and more damage from the charge impact of the Dark Elf's light cavalry. And on the far side there, Lamprey's Revenge, yes, they are a tank unit with regeneration, but that doesn't mean they are invincible. Shades with dual weapons with their armor-piercing damage should be able to deal with those, are dealing with those Lamprey's Revenge just fine, doing some pretty nice damage, while the Damned Knights Errant are about to, they are about to disappear. And there it goes. And yet, the two shades that are harassed by the Damned Knights Errant are still alive. So Silastra might just have to fight them in melee, just trying to work them down. But this is easier said than done, because shades are pretty fast overall. 31 speed, they are hit by a tide call, so with 1/4 less speed, but they should have 42, 43 speed overall. So, 42 speed, and can easily keep themselves ahead of Salastra Direfin should they want to do so. And now the shades will be focused firing at the Lamprey's Revenge, still having 32 unit models here, 35 here. They still have plenty of DPS left, and without anything to catch and push them off, the Vampire Coast are in a rather dire situation, and we'll have it forgive me, but I will say this pun, and we'll have a rather dire finish. Get it? I'm sorry. Anyways, on the far side, all the Morgungls have been dealt with right now. They are a bit of a glass cannon unit, so even if they get into melee against favorable engagements, they will get slowly worked down. Okay, there's still one Mongol alive, but they are down to less than 3k HP. They do have the hunger to keep them a little bit more survivable, coming in with a little bit of HP replenishment, but it only activates when they are in melee. So they're out of melee, they're not regenerating, while the Dark Elf army continuously work down the slow and clumsy... Oh, there's another Mongol left. But either ways, they are not long for this world. Everything is just being shot hard by all those shades. Malus Darkblade still hasn't transformed yet, and he can absolutely deal with all these. He can pretty much kill off the entire Vampire Coast army by himself. But yeah, pistol mobs being slowly worked down by Dark Riders and the Sorcerers of Fire. Malus still fighting, so we'll go into fast forward once again. The dual wielding shades are chipping away the health of Silastra. Silastra doesn't have any healing, so this is actually not a bad trade. Just as long as you're doing damage to Silastra, it should be fine. Now, being surrounded by shotguns and armor-piercing melee attacks, Malus did take more damage, but he is still holding up just fine. Over half his health left. He is taking more and more damage, but he still can transform to Zarkan. Now, of course, Race needs to transform it fast enough before the terror route, before army losses hits or a route triggers. But right now, it seems that Malus is holding just fine, transforming into Zarkan, having a massive advantage in terms of balance of power, and with Zarkan's damage output, especially with all his powerful abilities, he is beating down whatever's left on the Vampire Coast army just fine. Of course, he also has magic damage coming in the form of the Reaper of Souls. At least I think it's magic damage, or maybe it's not. But either ways, that's more than enough to win him the game. And yeah, rip. The replay file is named Fuck Malice, and I honestly understand why. I can relate to that sentiment. Now, Lamprey's Revenge did well, just not enough to carry the game or earn back their value. Mongols did kind of meh. They are an expensive, monstrous infantry unit, but they often perform rather poorly because you're investing a lot of the money in their non-melee stats attributes, like their stock, their hunger, and yeah, they just don't have enough survivability in general. Mortars, they tried, but they only did some minor damage, being sniped out by... Actually, they didn't get sniped out, they just got shut down by the harpies that are dropping in and shutting them down and all that. Animated hulks, one of them did fine, the other one did not. Actually, the other two did not. And scurvy dogs, as you can see here, not much damage done, because even if they charge into the Shades has more than enough melee stats to fight them back. Peasant mobs did surprisingly well, earning back all their value and then some more. Salastra did some meh damage, but I guess he spammed a lot of tight calls to work down those Shades, just not quite enough to win the game. Malice, 2,100 gold worth of damage value, spectacular damage as usual, especially after transforming to Zarka and turning back into full health and crushing the Vampire Coast in terms of balance of power. Shades did really good. Two of them did not, being heavily hunted down by a combination of different units, but the two regular Shades earned back their value for sure. The Fire Sorceress has Burning Head, but that wasn't too useful in here because there's only pistol mobs to be hit by the Burning Head. Everything else got dealt with by either missiles or mobility. Reaper Bolt Throwers didn't do much damage, and the rest of the units here, the Dark Riders and the Harpies did well. Crows of Cain underperformed, but that is still fine. But yeah, the infantry also earn back all their costs, mostly just having cost-efficient melee engagements. Persian Warrior tried his best, just not quite enough to deal with the OP unit that is Malice Darkblade. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you everyone for playing in this tournament. Appreciate everyone's effort, and GG to my opponents throughout the battle, and I shall be moving on to Cool Umbrella's tournament event. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next video or next stream or something. Actually, wait, no. Hold up a second. I forgot to promote my event. I have a tournament tomorrow. It's all about making weird builds to fuck over your opponent. If you're interested, be sure to join this. I have posted the challenge link in the chat. So if you're interested in fucking over your opponent, yeah, basically the whole idea is that you build an army but you don't use it. Instead, you give it to your opponent, and your opponent will be using your shitty army while you will also be using your opponent's shitty army. So you're just kind of exchanging shitty armies to use, and as a result, both of you are gonna suffer, and let's see who suffers the most and lose the challenge. And whoever wins will get to move on to the next stage, basically trying to win with a shitty army and making your opponents lose with it. If you're interested with a meme tournament, feel free to join that event. It's on the chat right now. The challenge link is in the chat right now. Check it out, and yeah, register. So yeah, that's all for today, and thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone has having a good day, or gonna have a good day or a good evening. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Tactical Lich, signing out.